What's up, people? It's 𝗘𝗩𝗘𝗥 here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm here bringing you a sort of, it's the first time I'm doing this, it's sort of like a life story, I guess you could say, with a little bit of a message to it in the end. So sit back, relax, enjoy, and thanks for watching. So just as a disclaimer, do not go out and do drugs. By the title of the story, you can probably already tell what I'm going to be talking about. My worst trip experience out of any drug I've done, which I haven't done a lot of drugs, but this is by far, this might actually be the scariest moment of my entire life, because I actually thought I was dying. So this story takes place about 6-7 years ago. I was about 18 years old, roughly, and I had just started smoking weed. I was fairly new to weed, had never really ever tried much else. I had done acid, I tried Molly eventually, but things like that came a little bit later. If you guys want some stories on that, you know, just let me know, and I'll be happy to talk about it. I thought K2, I could have sworn that somebody had told me at one point or another that K2 was just a strong version of weed. Well, how fucking wrong they were. Whoever told me that was a fucking asshole. Just gotta make that very clear here. So my friend told me that we could go over to his neighbor's trailer and we could smoke with him. It was really cool. Once things had like kind of settled down and it was just us, like 4 of us, me and my friend, and his neighbor and his neighbor's girlfriend. The way the camper was, you kind of had to walk up these stairs a little bit. They're really small stairs. Walk up the stairs with me and my friend, and they were kind of getting ready for bed, but they were still chilling, right? He has a 1-hitter pipe and a bag of, you know, the stuff. I couldn't see it, and, you know, I was already high. I just wasn't thinking right. I was in another mindset, and that K2 was just a strong version of weed. When I had asked what that was, you know, he said it was K2. And I thought, and then they were like, oh, do you want to try K2? You've never had it before. And I was like, yeah, let's go for it. Like, I straight up, I thought it was all good. Apparently it was called Venom, and it's like a certain fear that whenever I had tried something new after this is the fear of this is like ingrained into my brain. I'll never forget this shit. And this was by far the scariest moment of my life. Not 1 minute later after inhaling this stuff, my vision, like the sides of my vision, and again, I mentioned that there's stairs that lead up to where they were laying down by their bed, is kind of trying to describe how the camper was laid out. My vision just starts waving and wiggling and just blurring all around the sides until I'm consumed into a tunnel. And the next thing I know is, bam, I am on the ground. That's all I know, is that I didn't feel anything. That's the thing. Shit kicked in. I was in another fucking, like, when I say another state of mind, again, there's no drug that has done this to me, like, so severely, where I lost all touch with what was going on. I thought I was dead. And after the fact, you know, after I woke up and everything was returning to normal, I figured out that a lot of the noises that I was hearing was actually my friend. He was leaning over me, trying to feed me food, like snacks and chips, which, and, you know, pour soda down my throat, which, you know, I would think maybe could choke me out, but he was trying to make me come down, get off of the shit, and it just fucking, it didn't do shit. I was in for the ride, like I had taken so much. And just for clarification's sake, I'm a very small person. I have a very fast metabolism. As far as I know, it's just drugs, they just, like, I'll take 1 or 2 shots and I'm feeling it. I'm good, you know, like, I'm a lightweight. And so this shit really just sent me into another world. The guy that lived there, the neighbor or whatever, and his girlfriend, they smoked this shit all the time. It was nothing to them. But to me, this was the worst thing I had ever done, by far. And to this day, at least drug-wise, there's nothing else that has ever been this bad. And so there I am on my back on the floor. I'm flailing my arms around. I'm kicking in the air. I'm screaming. I am just screaming at the top of my fucking lungs. I can't take it. Like, I'm like, oh God, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm fucking dead. Holy shit. I thought that I had died and that I was now in hell, and that this was hell, and that hell was really just you in this fucked up limbo of not knowing what the fuck is going on, not knowing, you can't feel anything, you can't see anything, you can't hear anything, yet you're seeing and feeling everything at the same time. The noises that I was hearing repeating were my friend, like, hey, and a lot of people call me Shay, It's like, that's my middle name, that's my nickname. So he was like, Shay, are you okay? Shay, wake up, Shay. And as he was trying to feed me and get me to calm down, but it just wasn't doing anything. I was not coming out of that until I had finally gotten over it. And again, this whole experience only lasted about 15, maybe 20 minutes. But I'll tell you right now, this shit, it felt like it really lasted an eternity. It's no bullshit. It was just trying to talk about it. It brings back kind of like a PTSD, just trying to imagine it. And let's just say, after that, I never tried K2 again. Never did it again. But this is just insane. Like, everything around me, I couldn't feel shit, I couldn't say shit, except scream for help and just be in this fucked up hell in my own head. And I've taken acid, I've tried Molly, I've tried salvia one time. Nothing has fucked me up like this. This was something else. This is a totally different thing. And moral of the story, really, before you just try some shit, like, really, know what the fuck you're getting into. Because, oh my god, if I had known what the fuck was gonna happen to me that night, I would never have touched it. You know for a fact I never would have touched that shit. But I was naive. I thought... My friend wasn't trying to fuck me up. He genuinely thought I could handle it. And later on, it's just like, they tried to offer me more. He was like, are you fucking crazy? I can't do that. And they recorded it, but the freak out video was lost forever to time. So that video, unfortunately, is, well, I'd say probably for the better, considering I don't really want that out there. And as you can imagine, that would puts me in a very compromising situation. There's a video out there of me, like, tripping balls on the floor. But yeah, that was by far my craziest drug experience. Like, the scariest drug experience. Like, I've had so many, like on acid, mainly, I've had so many interesting and vivid experiences. And again, I'm not trying to say, like, go do acid or anything, or, if you gotta choose one or whatever. I mean, definitely if you're gonna choose one or the other, definitely go with acid, but I'm not advocating anybody here does drugs. Again, I'm making that clear. This is just a fun little story that I wanted to tell for time's sake, and if there's ever a day that I do forget the story, well, this video will be here to document it and share with the world that Shay, you fucked up one time, girl. And we all make mistakes. So, and there's mine, one of my biggest mistakes in my life. So, don't do drugs, and if you're gonna do drugs, make sure you know what the fuck you're taking. Be smart. Don't be dumb. And be healthy and stay safe, people. And if you guys want to chill with me more and hear me talk about other shit, leave comments down, follow me, subscribe. I Twitch stream a lot. I'm usually over there. So you can find me on Twitch. It is my YouTube name, 𝗘𝗩𝗘𝗥. Yeah, so you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. Peace.